Yesterday, I met with a third generation business owner who had no idea he was on track to lose almost all of his retirement savings. We were able to implement key changes that got his portfolio back on track for an early and comfortable retirement. After our meeting, I compiled the three most important things that I think Gen X needs to be considering when planning for an early retirement. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Daniel. I help Gen X families and business owners steward their wealth with purpose and generosity. Planning for retirement, especially when you're running a business or navigating a major career transition, can feel overwhelming. You know things need to change, but the day-to-day keeps you locked in place. And without clear numbers, it's almost impossible to make confident decisions about your future. So I'm going to walk you through the three biggest tips I give to Gen X clients planning for retirement, and I'll share how that business owner used these same principles to completely transform his path forward. The Rule of 72. First, let's talk about the Rule of 72. It's a simple way to picture how your money might grow over time. You take 72 and divide it by your expected annual return, and that tells you roughly how many years it could take for your investment to double. So if you're aiming for a 10% return, your money could potentially double every 7 years. If you've saved $500,000 by age 50, that could grow to about $1 million by age 57 and possibly $2 million by age 64. Now here's where this gets real. That business owner that I mentioned, when we modeled his two paths, we used the same principle. Path one was he stayed invested in a shrinking market, showed declining revenue, and losing hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars every day. Path two was pivoting to the new investment portfolio, which showed sustainable growth that could double his retirement assets by his mid-60s. The Rule of 72 isn't just about investment returns, it's about seeing compound effects, good or bad, over time. But remember, higher returns do mean more risk, so you need to sit down with an advisor who can run tools like Monte Carlo simulations to show what's realistic for your specific situation. Insurance protection. Second, as you get closer to retirement, protecting your income becomes critical. The years from age 50 to 65 are usually when you're earning your highest income ever. Losing that unexpectedly, whether that's through illness, injury, or a business downturn, could completely derail your retirement goals. This client had built a successful business, but he was also the primary breadwinner. When we modeled the pivot, we also stress tested. What if something happens to him during the transition? We made sure he had proper life and disability insurance in place, and not just for today, but for the next 15 years while he's building the new revenue stream. Even if your kids are grown or your debts are paid off, insurance still plays a crucial role in making sure you and your loved one stays financially stable no matter what life throws your way. If your workplace offers coverage, that's a great start, but you may want to consider sitting down with an independent insurance professional to make sure you're fully protected during these high-earning, high-stakes years. Retirement purpose. This third tip is one that almost every retiree forgets about. It's important that you understand and talk about what you're actually going to do in retirement. The happiest retirees aren't the ones who just stopped working. They're the ones who've planned how they'll spend their time. This is where the business owner's story really hit home. He wasn't just wrestling with financial models, he was wrestling with identity and calling. His grandfather's name was on the building. He had employees depending on him, an uncle that he bought the business from. But he also had a growing conviction that God was calling him towards something new. When we modeled both paths, it wasn't just about the money. It was about purpose. Path one kept him stuck in work that drained him, while path two aligned with his gifts and passion, and that matters more than most people realize. Studies show that retirees who have purpose live longer, healthier lives. So start thinking now. What brings you joy? Maybe it's volunteering for nonprofits, serving on boards, diving deeper into church ministry, or starting that consulting business you've always dreamed about. Use your skills intentionally. Don't just retire from something, retire to something. If you're a Gen X business owner or high income earner wrestling with a major transition, whether it's pivoting your business, planning your exit, or just getting clarity on your retirement path, I'd love to help. Reach out using the link in the description and I'll walk through it with you. You can also find me on LinkedIn where I post more thoughts and tips about financial planning with purpose. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.